Kevin Costner's exit from Yellowstone has given Taylor Sheridan the biggest burden of all in the show's history. Either to make the most gut-wrenching finale ever, or just fumble a masterfully created universe. Not a surprise that Reddit and Twitter are going wild with Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 theories. So let's break down each one of them. The fate of John Dutton. Our favorite patriarch and the owner of the Yellowstone Ranch is all set to leave the show, ahead of the newest season coming out in November 2024. With all the Kevin Costner drama that has unfolded up till now, there's only one question that remains. What happens to John Dutton? As usual, the internet is in a frenzy, and every steadfast fan believes that their theory makes the most sense. Let's unpack them, shall we? One popular theory about John Dutton's death in Yellowstone has revolved around a car accident as his final exit, a fitting way to end his character's journey. However, it seems Taylor Sheridan has something else in mind for John's fate. What exactly he has planned remains under wraps, though there's speculation that Dutton's death might even occur off-screen, or in a less likely twist, he may not die at all. With the last episodes on the horizon, though, the secrets of the Dutton family and John's own story will finally unfold, though perhaps not in the way fans have anticipated. The idea of John Dutton dying in a car crash is often viewed as a full-circle moment. In the series' opening episode, John survives a brutal car wreck, the sole survivor of that collision. That accident alone was monumental in turning John Dutton into the man we know today. So Yellowstone fans argue that a second, fatal crash would mirror this key event, drawing a poetic link between the two moments. It's a narrative choice that would make symbolic sense and one that could allow Sheridan to bring John's story to a close in a way that resonates deeply. What we can rely on is the idea that Sheridan would make John's end an opening for a plotline in the show. A tragic car crash could either escalate or end the Dutton family's conflicts, depending on the cause of the accident. If you'd recall, John's first accident was sabotage. In the first season, episode 9, antagonist Dan Jenkins discloses that the tow truck was directed to collide with John's trailer in a cunning attempt to kill him. Jenkins saw this staged accident as a convenient opportunity to eliminate his competition. This backstory fuels the theory that another character could once again take drastic action to settle scores with John, possibly hiring someone to ensure he doesn't survive this time. Yet, as symbolically appropriate as this could be, Sheridan has already allegedly ruled out a car crash as John's end, and perhaps this Easter egg has been right in front of our faces for quite a while. The Taylor Sheridan Theory. You just gotta jog your memory to the unceremonious way Sheridan was killed in Sons of Anarchy. Years later, we are still upset over how David Hale met his abrupt end in a car accident, instead of bidding farewell in a respectful, narratively satisfying manner. It was an ending that Hale didn't deserve, and well, Sheridan was justifiably upset about it too. Reflecting on his own character's demise, Sheridan has made it clear he wouldn't put an actor through that in one of his series. In an interview earlier this year, he didn't hold back, saying, "I was killed in a fuck you car crash. I don't do fuck you car crashes." Well, that's your hint right there. But wait, as usual, there's more to this theory. Sheridan has shared that John Dutton's absence was always in the cards for the series' final episodes, though his departure will be handled with extra care now. Sheridan has been considering how to give Kevin Costner's character a fitting exit for some time and has ruled out a casual, unremarkable ending like a car crash. His commitment to honoring Dutton's character suggests that fans can expect a respectful conclusion that truly befits the legacy John Dutton has built. While the exact details of his fate remain unclear, the trailer for Season 5 Part 2 hinted strongly that Dutton's story won't end with him simply riding off into the sunset. Given the fierce dedication John has shown to protect his family's land, any scenario where he quietly steps away from the ranch feels out of character. After everything he sacrificed and fought for, it would be unrealistic for him to just walk away, leaving behind the Dutton family legacy. Plus, if for some shocking reason Sheridan does make Costner's ending abrupt, he'd never hear the end of how lazy his writing is. You know, something Sons of Anarchy has been battling for a while. Narratively too, Jon's death would create an unsettling shift in the story. His absence would resonate through the remaining episodes, impacting each character in profound ways and serving as the impetus for the escalating family war. As Sheridan carefully crafts this exit, John Dutton's death would be the most powerful choice, one that would disrupt the status quo and keep audiences engaged through the final season of Yellowstone. There's a huge chance that the audience might dip for the upcoming seasons of the show, so if Sheridan wants to keep the machine running, he must have created the perfect end for the patriarch. The other side of the internet, however, wants nothing to do with the car crash theory. They believe that Sheridan would want to pack a tragic punch with Costner's exit, and he'll do so by recycling an important part of seasons 1 and 2 of the show. Will Jon's cancer return? One idea for John Dutton's exit is tied to his colon cancer making a comeback in its later stages, which would bring back a storyline that was big in the first 2 seasons. It would add a layer of depth and emotion to his final moments. Another option could be that Jon becomes a tragic casualty in the ongoing Dutton family war. With Beth and Jamie taking shots at each other, literally and figuratively, it's possible Jon could step in to protect his grandson Tate, or even one of his own children, and end up paying the ultimate price. There's also a chance Jon might not die at all, but instead leave Montana entirely. Maybe he's forced out, losing his role as mayor, or there's a legal issue with the ranch that requires him to step away. Whatever Sheridan decides, fans are hoping these last episodes will give John Dutton a send-off that feels true to his character. After all, he's been the backbone of Yellowstone since day one, and a strong finish to his story would be the perfect way to close out the show. But then, of course, that's only half of the burden on Sheridan. No matter what happens to John Dutton, it is clear that the character won't be seen in the final few episodes of the Season 5 saga. So, the more important matter now is the question of who is going to replace the family patriarch and the owner of the Yellowstone Ranch. The Rip Wheeler theory. One of the stars of Yellowstone has revealed who will be stepping up to run the ranch after John Dutton's exit in Season 5, Part 2, hinting at what lies ahead for the series. In an interview with TV Insider, Cole Hauser shared that Rip Wheeler will take the reins at the ranch following Jon's departure. He explained that Rip will be there to support both Beth, played by Kelly Riley, and Casey, portrayed by Luke Grimes, with his relationship with Beth evolving significantly in this new dynamic. Hauser noted that Beth plays a big role in bringing Rip back from Texas to help manage things while Jon is away. As he put it, "You're going to see a side of Rip you haven't seen. He's running the ranch, being supportive of Beth, helping Casey, and doing all the things that Jon would want. He takes the responsibility very seriously, and I love that about this year for him." Rip and Beth share a deep bond, often struggling to be apart. Beth isn't thrilled about Rip being in Texas, and she goes to great lengths to bring him back, pulling off some clever tricks to find him when he's hiding out in the middle of nowhere. While the show will certainly feel different without Kevin Costner around, Rip's unwavering loyalty to the Duttons has made him a crucial part of the ranch for a long time. Although there's been some tension between him and Beth, their relationship has grown stronger as they've learned to rely on each other during key moments. With Jamie, played by Wes Bentley, now aiming to impeach Jon from his role as governor of Montana, Beth will definitely need Rip's support more than ever. Rip stepping into this leadership role also raises questions about how the story will unfold, especially since everyone seems to be rallying against Jamie, despite his hopes of winning through legal means. Additionally, Rip's new responsibilities might hint at the possibility of a 6th season, a rumor that was reported in August 2024 and later teased by Riley. If Rip and Beth manage to secure a victory, it could mark the beginning of a new chapter for them as they take charge of the ranch, working to restore order in the wake of Jon's absence and amidst the family's ongoing struggles. Sure, everyone wants the fight for the ranch to be a little more exciting than that, especially when the sibling rivalry is at an all-time high. But Rip is relying on a very safe bet, right? And until the Duttons figure out who gets the piece of the ranch forever, it seems like the final few episodes of Season 5 will hand over the ownership to Rip. There's a chance that Rip's new leadership role will link to the upcoming Yellowstone spin-off titled The Madison, which follows a family relocating from New York City to Montana after experiencing a tragic loss. As of now, there hasn't been any solid confirmation on how this spin-off will tie into the main storyline of Yellowstone. However, with significant changes at the ranch in Jon's absence, it seems likely that the challenges Rip faces in the final season could set the stage for what unfolds in the new series. That said, this connection might not come into play until after the Dutton family war reaches its finale. And when that happens, one unlikely hero might as well inherit the ranch. Jamie gets the ranch. Jamie Dutton fans, reunite! Hate him or love him, you have to admit that Jamie's presence in the show is pretty dynamic. While he has been at odds with his flesh and blood, there's no reason to sleep on his sharpness and cunningness. A surprising twist in the conclusion of Yellowstone could involve Jamie Dutton taking over the ranch. This theory has gained traction on Reddit, with one user pointing out, who do they always turn to when they need help with legal troubles? Who knows all their secrets? Jamie is highly educated and has a strong grasp of the law. He has the potential to take it all. As tensions between Jamie and the rest of the Dutton family have been escalating, watching him leverage his knowledge of their dealings against them would certainly be a shocking turn of events. Additionally, setting up Jamie's potential takeover could help to fill the void left by Jon's absence in the series. It would add a new layer of intrigue to the story and keep viewers engaged as they navigate this unexpected shift in power dynamics within the Dutton clan. All of this sounds like a fitting end for the season, but some overzealous fans want some drama for the potential Yellowstone exit. In the case there is no Season 6 for the show, a thrilling online theory suggests that the crimes of Duttons might as well just catch up to them. Duttons might lose the ranch theory. While it would certainly cast a dark shadow over the series, there's a possibility that one or more Duttons could end up behind bars by the end of Yellowstone. The show has made it clear that the Dutton family will stop at nothing to safeguard the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. But in Season 5 Part 2, their willingness to bend the law might finally come back to haunt them.